Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, I'm Azalea from Tri Banyumas. In this occasion, I will deliver a story about a drop of water, a heart of empathy. Once upon a time, in a small village named Ta Ari, water was more precious than gold. Every morning, children walked nearly 3 kilometers to reach the drying river just to fill their buckets with water. Among the children was Laras, a serious fifth grader who loves science. Every time she carried her small bottle of water, she looked up at the sky and wondered softly, why does the water always run out? It rains often doesn't it? One sunny morning, on her way to school, Lara saw an old woman kneeling beside a small muddy hole. The woman scooped out brown water into a pot. Lara frowned. "Grandma, is that water safe to drink?" The woman smiled weakly. "It's okay, dear. This is enough for cooking today, even if it smells a bit." Lara's heart sank. She walked away, whispering to herself, "If only I could help everyone getting water someday." The next day at school, her teacher, Miss Rina, came into class with a big heart and some strange items. A plastic bottles, some charcoal, cotton, and tiny stones. Miss Rina said, "Today we'll learn how to make simple water filter using these materials." All the students clapped their hands, but Lara's, her eyes sparkled the brightest. As the class poured dirty water into the homemade filter, they watched it slowly drip out, clear than ever. "Wow, it really works!" shouted her friends Rio. Miss Rina nodded. "You see, children, science isn't only about experiments or grades. It's about helping people live better." Laras raised her hand. "Mom, if I make a bigger one at home, do you think I could help people in my village getting water?" Miss Rina smiled proudly. "That's what I call empathy through science, Laras. We use knowledge not just for ourselves, but to make life better for others." That afternoon, Laras ran home full of excitement. She searched everywhere, behind the kitchen, beside the well, even in the trash, collecting used bottles, sand, and small stones. She carefully lowered them inside a big plastic bottle. First cotton, then charcoal, then sand, and pebbles. Her first tray didn't go well. The water was still brown. Her second tray, a little better. She didn't give up. And finally, on her third tray, the water came out clear and clean. She jumped with joy. "It works! It really works!" Without waiting, Laras filled a small jug and hurried to the old woman's house. Grandma, I made this filter myself. Please take the water. The old woman hesitated, then took a small sip. Her eyes widened. Oh dear, this tastes so fresh. Thank you, my child. You poured to this old herb. Lara smiled, tears glistening in her eyes. At that moment, she realized something powerful. Science and kindness can walk hand in hand. The next day, something amazing happened. Villagers came to Lara's house carrying buckets and bottles. We heard you can make dirty water clean. Can you teach us, Laras? With her little hand and big heart, Lara showed them how to build simple water filter. Even the children helped, gathering charcoal and sand from the river bank. Within days, many families had their own clean water filters. For the first time in years, people of Ta Ari could drink without fear. When Miss Rina visited and saw what Laras had done, she felt her eyes fill with pride. These children, she said later at school, is the real meaning of science, not for fame, not for grades, but for a better and kinder community. From that day on, people in Ta Ari called her the little scientist with a big heart. Every drop of clean water that flowed reminded them of how one child's empathy and curiosity changed their lives. Laras often stood by the river at sunset watching the golden lights dance on the water surface. She whispered to herself, empathy isn't just feeling sorry, it's about doing something to make life better. With knowledge and kindness, even one small person can change the world, one drop at a time. And so, the thirsty village of Ta Ari learned that science with empathy could make miracles happen, not from magic, but from carrying her. Thank you everybody. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.